Hey there, www.andrewmarkmusic.com. The past week I've been doing a whole series of videos on the corporate oligarchy that has implemented a transnational plutocracy. They have implemented pages from Marxist ideology, multiculturalism, feminism, and this is going to get into a little bit of why this is happening and what's the underlying agenda. Well, it's not hard to figure out. I've done a series in between these series. I've done another couple of videos on cash and how this whole monetary system is premised on Christian mythology, and so the number one ideology driving all of this is the neoliberal corporate fascist obsession with money, what I call in those videos cash. So once you view it from that lens, things start to make sense. Now, it does get more deeper and more complicated and more convoluted, but I'm not going to get into that. I'll stick to just the surface level of this. The Marxist influence, as it pertains to how these corporate fascists have used it and implemented it, goes to what they can exploit for profit. So you'll notice that anything to do with leftism and Marxism that had to do with fairness financially has been totally displaced. That's not implemented. So they cherry pick certain parts of leftist ideology, which is bringing all the world's people together in this fake millennial kingdom for profit. And so it's their version of this ancient mythology of the millennial reign, which I believe that they created this over time, and that goes to the deeper aspect of this. Now, why females? Money, It's just, if believe me, they're not interested in the welfare of women, okay? It's what they can exploit from women. That's it, okay? Now, I'm going to be very, very specific here. I'm talking about how these corporate fascists view women, okay? They're nothing but a wallet to them. That's it. The welfare of women they couldn't care less about. And it goes to the gay community, the same thing. These people are amoral, they're evolutionists, they're social Darwinists, they're strongman oligarchs. They couldn't care less about who you fuck, all right? As long as they can pick your pocket for a buck. And there's very, very good reason why they promote this particular aspect of population in recent years under their rule, because they can make a hell of a lot of money off the gay community. So, that covers three main aspects of it. Just to go back to the first one, it's the largest branch of the corporate fascist corporate state is the military. Why do I always have problems with that? The military-industrial complex. By the way, I've gone through copious amounts of painkillers in the last 3 months, and I don't want to get into my personal woes, but if I'm not as lucid and brilliant as I usually am, then you can probably figure that out. All hail the pharmakia codeine. Yes, and if I look 20 pounds fatter 2 months ago, that explains it. Literally full of shit. Anyway, I digress. So the military-industrial complex is all about just bombing the shit out of everybody for money. Now, to have this mindset, goes into the deeper aspect that I'm not going to get into here. It's hard for anybody with any rational capability of thought to believe that human beings could do this. But they do, and they do it prevalently, and it's being used more than it's ever been used on the planet. Just wholesale slaughter of cultures for money and profit. And the consequence of that is a tactic of war is mass migration of people. So they win with their right hand and they win with their left hand, and they can flood traditional Western cultures with immigrants because it suits their corporate agenda of and this goes to the fiat currency aspect of it, because this is fascism from the bottom up with the bankers and the top down with corporations, with the political structure bought and paid for by them. So they're just using human beings for their purpose of greed. So, I don't know. I mean, that just about covers what I wanted to cover in this particular video. It just gives more insight into what's happening as far as corporate capital, the movement of people, women, the gay community. It's all coordinated. Now there's a guy on YouTube called Sticks Hexenhammer 666, and he rips a page out of Chomsky, and I agree with a lot of what this guy's saying, but he does a Chomsky move here and say, they're just fucking dumb, they don't know what they're doing, No, he's wrong about that. These people are the most sophisticated, coordinated group of people that's ever existed, and their lineage goes back to antiquity. Okay, their lineage goes back to the pharaohs of Egypt. These are not dumb people. Now, on the deeper level, are they even people? I would argue no. Not in any traditional sense that would be called humane. So, www.andrewmarkmusic. More on this series of blog posts about the neoliberal corporate fascist state as it relates to multiculturalism, Marxism, feminism, and the movement of people migration among nations. Okay, so peace out, peace the fuck out, don't give up, fuck Pepsi, fuck Walmart, who else? Oh, Starbucks, fuck Starbucks too. There you go.